Red 2 standing by, all for lit, and in the green, welcome to a brand new adventure, Tropical Jank. It's taken a bit of work to actually get all this sorted out, but we are quite possibly getting there. Now we can muck around a little bit if we like on the status screen. So I've got sort of a practice file, as you can see from file C, but we'll start off file B. We are going to be playing through this 100%, and oh boy, is it a nightmare sometimes. While this game has some of the most beautiful graphics going around, looks fantastic, does play generally pretty well, it is also as janky as all get out. The physics are ridiculous. The way the game plays, you wind up having to get less than half the available shine sprites, and the plot is a bit stupid with some really cheesy voice acting. Bowser's voice acting has been described as, and I quote, like Cookie Monster's drunk brother. It also features Princess Peach at her absolute dumbest. I'm very rusty, it's worth noting. We don't get the full cutscene, which just introduces us to Isle Delfino. You know what, I'll just sort of tack it in here. Hold on a tick.
Look at that!
Welcome to the sun-drenched tropical paradise of Isle Delfino. We're so pleased to welcome you to our beautiful home. Come enjoy a natural wonderland to which we've added the world's finest resort facilities, a spectacular amusement park, and succulent seafood. All this and more await you on Isle Delfino. Come relax and let us refresh your body and spirit.
Okay, so there we are. So that's what happens, and we pull up with graffiti in the way. And everything looks pretty dodgy.
What's this icky paint like goop? It's moving!
No, boys, don't touch that stuff.
Actually, no, boys. It's perfectly acceptable to touch that stuff. I mean, it's only poisonous. You might wind up dying, but it's completely fine. We have plenty more toads, so feel free to touch it if you want. It's completely fine. It might actually taste pretty good. It's poisonous, but it'll taste very good. We'll have to dredge toads out of all that muck, and we'll have to dredge piantas out of that muck too. The heat is actually a game mechanic. If an enemy steals Mario's hat, he will gradually take damage until he gets his hat back. Also, I have a bad feeling about this, is a line spoken in every Star Wars movie. In the spin-offs, Rogue One and Solo, the line is subverted. I think K2 is told to shut up before he can say it in Rogue One, and in Solo, Han says, I have a really good feeling about this. But in every main series Star Wars movie, episodes 1 through 9, it is, I have a bad feeling about this. Now, right stick rotates the camera, left stick lets us run, A is jump, and we have to remember that Y is dive. There is a very angry man over here. his body stretches quite a bit when he gets angry.
Help! Help you? Are you crazy? We're the ones who need help. Take that water pump and clean the airstrip, you.
Who are you calling a you buster? I'd watch those words if I were you. Also, you can get air off the island's natives.
Welcome to Isle Delfino. Step right up and get yourself a free tourist map. Press L to view your map.
Finally, somebody is nice. Okay, we did kind of jump on this one.
Huh? Have we met somewhere before? I feel like I've seen you somewhere and recently too.
That's not good. There's a wanted poster here. That's a bit rough. So, we can also ground pound by pressing ZL and do side somersaults. We've got most of Mario's moves available to us from Super Mario 64. At least the jumping moves are available. Standard jump. Can I not triple jump? There we are, better timing. And we land right where we need to be.
Power up complete. Thank you for purchasing this item from
This
Gab
is
Science
Flood,
Incorporated. Preparing
our
to
special sort of
customer information.
jump assist. If you pay attention in the bottom corner, Super Mario Bros, Super Mario World, and Super Mario 64 will pop up.
Kingdom, data storage complete. I am Flood, a flash liquidizer
And
of 1,000
Flood will be helping us throughout the adventure. Although we do have to be very careful not to jerk our head back very quickly because there is a spike there.
Instruction.
Now I need to pay attention to these. ZR shoots water, and Mario can run around and spray water. Now it's very helpful that there are two buttons for this, because in the original game it was just the R button. So you had to press it lightly or heavily.
Other nozzle.
X gives us the hover nozzle, but it's also worth noting that the game winds up modifying the instructions to just say the button because everything's been remapped.
To refill tank.
So there we are. We have basic instructions on how we get our water refilled. But yeah, it's much easier in this
Instructions.
than having to just lightly press the one button. Now, a few special techniques pop up. So as you can see, this is stop and shoot, move and shoot. If we... Now let's see, it's R's. How do you do it? There's the... Can't remember how to do that shotgun blast technique. Oh well, for another time. That might be it, but there's the shotgun blast technique, which I'll have to look up, that really helps with cleaning places. But speaking of cleaning things, we can run around and very easily clean things by using ZR. We also know that there are some leaves in there, which is a pianta. So we can clean the pianta off and get to talk to him.
Whoa! I really thought I was a goner. Hey, hang on, it's you! This whole mess is your fault!
Well, they don't seem very happy to see Mario, and that is probably part of the issue with the game's plot. We'll also be facing quite a few of these. Aim up and squirt it in the mouth before it can actually do anything. 3 hits in the mouth. And there we are. Seems like I've still got some old shooting skills. The gunk will magically clear away. The runway will repair itself. And our Alolan Power Star will appear, the Shine Sprite. So, Also, before I grab that, I'll demonstrate a couple of little things. I don't know why the camera zooms out there. If we spray and then press the wrong... Oh wait, bees jump as well. Now that's a really good technique for getting around. Spray, dive into the water, and accelerate, and miss the shine sprite. So there it is. Our first shine sprite. Not too shabby, so I'm just going to continue. I'm not going to save on screen. I am going to track all the blue coins, so I'll need some sort of data for that, and oh boy. That's going to be a bit rough. We'll get to explaining all those.
Quite an unusual device. Is it some sort of pump?
I am Flood.
It is, but just don't move, Flood. And here we are, the Rozzers turn up. One of the big problems with the game's plot is exactly how stupid everything is. To be fair, they could have had the Piantas be much more likable by having them just ask for Mario's help, because it's very clear that Mario has just arrived. They must be doing this on purpose. A lot of people think the Piantas have evidently had a really, really bad case of the trots, but they think that they're in league with Bowser or the Pianta Mafia is doing something very dodgy. Because this is the biggest frame-up you will ever see. Not to mention that some of them actually have shine sprites. Though there are theories on that, I'll get to that later. So yeah, we get a bit of an overview of the town. It's a bit dull and drab, but... Oh yes, the problem with graffiti. That doesn't really look that much like me. I've got actual eyes.
The guilty party sits among us. It is none other than
Whoa, bit of a frog in your throat there, Peach. Want to try that again?
Objection!
Yeah, that's the dumbest part. They don't even listen to Peach. Like, if Peach wasn't such a nice person, she would be completely within her rights to annex Isle Delfino. They've essentially just locked up on a whim without listening to anyone. The trusted ally... Geez, he looks like a bobblehead in that scene. That's kind of creepy. They've locked up the trusted ally of a kingdom's ruler. They've essentially given her the brush off. It's a major diplomatic insult. If I was Peach, I'd do some persuading and get Bowser to come in and to drive everything into the ground, borrow the Koopa military, take over Isle Delfino, and sort out their Banana Republic quick smart. But yeah, we're getting exposition. We have plot coupons. 120 Alolan Power Stars. And apparently they're massive batteries as well. Now, keep in mind that the islanders just keep doing a whole lot of stuff no matter what. They're not very helpful. Some people speculate the shine sprites are actually hiding, waiting for Mario to turn up and do something heroic, but a lot of people also point out, why don't these Piantas actually do something if they actually have them in their possession in the first place? And yeah, Mario's head looks huge. So, we don't want to hear Flood's explanation.
Go straight that way. You can't miss the mesh now. Your first job's to get rid of all that ugliness. And remember, we'll be watching...
Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Come on. Alright. So, we finally get into Isle Delfino and Delfino Plaza, where we have fruit markets. We have mysterious goo that takes on an octopus shape. And we have the usual musicians. So our job is to clean the place up and get rid of all that ugliness. Hang on a second. What are you yelling at me for? Look, you two said I had to get rid of all that ugliness, so... God damn it. No sense of humor, those guys. None whatsoever. Alright, in all seriousness... So, we can actually pick up fruit by using the Y button, that's it. We can run around and we can throw it long distances. Jeez, that's a really good arm. Now, we have these manhole covers. ground pound those, and we will be able to run around in the sewers under the city. Well, there's sewers in a sense. If we wander along this way, we will find something. You will find coins under here. You'll find all sorts of little goodies hidden in nooks and crannies. And if you navigate through certain areas, you might get lucky enough to access various hidden areas. Okay, so we've got a blue coin. Now, I'll talk about blue coins for a little bit as well. This is sort of our introductory episode. So I forgot that we had all the blue coins around here. Now, let's see. Which way should I go? Only really one way to go. Only way is up from here, since we've been effectively branded a criminal by a very corrupt justice system. But you can wind up jumping from any of these and basically getting the opportunity to wander around, find a few things, and maybe hover, if I remember what the controls are. Okay, up there, and we've got more graffiti to clean off. If you see these, then you can spray water at them, and you'll often get blue coins. So, there are 20 blue coins in Delfino Plaza. There are 10 in the final level, and the 7 regular levels have 30 of them. Some of them can only be found in specific episodes, which is a pain in the butt. So, we fly over here, and this boathouse. Closed, please come again. Now, this is where you will drop off the blue coins, because you collect 10 of them, you trade them in here, and you get a shine sprite for every 10 you trade in. That is literally 20% of the island's shine sprite supply that is being held hostage by a pair of raccoons, and I've already clipped through something. So, a lot of people tend to make the overused jokes that Tom Nook is a mafioso. Well, these raccoons are pretty dodgy. They have 20% of the island's shine sprite supply being held hostage, and they're doing nothing about it. It's stupid things like that. Stupid things like that really make you wonder about this game. There are some really good ideas in here, but there are also some really stupid things that honestly make you wonder what on earth they're on about. I'm just sort of pottering around seeing if I can get a few more coins. I know there's a 1-up somewhere along the way. Because if you get shine sprites from Delfino Plaza, it's worth noting that you will actually be able... So we can't do much... Wait, we might be able to do something about that, but let's come back a bit later after I've run around, because I really, really do want to spend a bit more time exploring. We'll be able to get that shine sprite a bit later. And it's worth noting fall damage is always one piece of health. No more, no less, because Super Mario 64 could be a bit janky about that. That spot up there is fairly important, but we'll get back to that later. That's not bad. Decent profits out of that. We might get something here. If we collect 50 coins, we get a 1-up. So we might as well stock as many lives as we possibly can. And another blue coin. So mostly this is just me running around, playing semi-blind, let's call it. I'm just sort of guessing, really. I have to pretty much experiment and see what I can do in order to just basically wind up getting as many shine sprites as I can and satisfying these idiots who want to have me arrested. So, diplomatic brouhahas aside, we might be able to jag a couple of things, and then we'll sort of sort out that potty emergency over there a little bit later on. You'll also get a good jump off the rooftops. Alright, assuming physics doesn't keep taking me a little too far, I want to see if I can do this, because we've basically got improved wall jump mechanics. The ones in Mario 64 were janky. Now, if... Oh, that's right. That's where the actual shine sprite winds up appearing when you clean that bell. Oh, well. So I've been mucking around collecting coins for absolutely nothing, it seems. Up we go. And let's actually get to the point of this. Probably running a little long. Those blue birds will also give us blue coins. Can I hit it from here? Yes, I can. Okay, so I obviously have to trigger the fight by going down here and hurting myself. So, these enemies. Swoop and Stews, I think they're called. Those appear wherever there is gunge. And they will keep respawning and spouting out more gunge. You'll have to work to get rid of them because they're a real pest. And there we are. So, having defeated them, the mysterious goop that really looks like somebody had a bad case of the runs disappears. A giant pianta statue appears. Mario is vibrating. The entire screen is vibrating, and we see our mysterious perpetrator.
Mario?
So, one of the game's dumbest moments for Princess Peach. She has several seconds to get out of the way, and she just stands there. Do something, would you? Oh, cool. So, we use this to chase our... There's a toad panicking. So for a good shot, we can hose down our perpetrator, who chucks a tantrum because we have a water pack. They have the magic paintbrush. And now they wind up just running around. Now those things we can kick are durians. Durians reek, basically. They apparently taste quite good, but they also reek. If we run around here, then we will be able to pursue our target. And this is the entry to our first level. Now, I'm not going in there just yet, because I have 65 coins and I want to see if I can get some more. If I could actually access the 100 coin sprite right off the bat, that would be really useful. Might save me a lot of trouble. Well, we could do this. So this is a bit experimental in all fairness. Oh, nice. We can go for it. We can go for it. I'll see if it's possible. I've been very curious about whether it is possible, because in Mario 64, you could get those 100 coin stars pretty much right off the bat. Depending on the level anyway. Some levels you had to do specific things. In Mario Sunshine, you will actually have to take on the 100 coin sprites in very specific levels, otherwise you're not going to have an easy time of things. You can repeatedly glide along the ground. And jump. This way. Gotta be more coins. Okay, this way. Alright, one up. That's handy. And there we are. Alright, so it goes all the way out there. They go to very specific spots. Can I actually get there? Now, how do I get out of here? That's the next question. There is a manhole cover hidden on the beach. I'll quickly show you that. And I'll see if I've actually got this planned out well enough. Alright, so that toad is still running around panicking. Where's that manhole cover? I know it's here somewhere. Alright, so... there it is. Oh, that just gives us a 1-up, so that's a handy boost to have. 1-ups also refill your water pack as well. Now, what I'd have to do is set here, and then spin. No, we need to do a spin jump in the right direction on top of that. Okay. So, that's so frustrating. We actually need the boats traveling out here, it looks like. Or we need the rocket pack, which we will get later on, but it looks like, unfortunately, I wasted everybody's time. Oh well. You know what? Let's actually make some meaningful progress after I've wasted your time. And let's go into the first level. Bianco Hills Episode 1, Road to the Big Windmill. So there we are, we can see our mystery assailant, who is very clearly Mario, but not actually Mario. Let's get going. So, Bianco Hills. Now, we should be able to grab onto the trees and climb up them. And we can hover around the top of the trees. But, pay attention. You can actually see another level down there. I don't think there's not a first-person view, which is kind of annoying. So, you'll also see that there's another level down there. So, just to the right of Mario is Rico Harbor. You can see Delfino Plaza off in the distance. That one out there is Pina Park. And we can't go into a first-person view, which is a total pain in the backside. But, well, L's our map. But you will also be able to see Corona Mountain, the volcano with a now very unfortunate name, looming over the top of us. So you can dive to go and get these, but you don't need to worry about that. On these tight ropes, press A to jump, and then use your hover nozzle to cruise across the area. I'll have to come back to this to get some of the blue coins, or we can do that in episode 2. Because any blue coins which appear in a specific episode will generally, but not always, appear in future episodes. There's a blue coin. Very nice. So, let's get moving. The hover nozzle can wind up clearing a lot of this gunge from above as well, but we will want to switch back to our regular nozzle. We'll get onto the search for some blue coins next time, because as I said, I am going for 100%. Note that those, I think they're called swoop and stews, but they will only wind up actually damaging you if you're on land. You can wind up spreading a bit of gunch yourself, but... Alright, there we go. We need to hit this plant in the mouth again. The first few opponents really aren't that challenging. And there we go. Now, there used to be a button that let you set into first-person view, or sort of over-the-shoulder view. I do remember that, but we'll get to that in due time. And there we are, first Shine Sprite, and you can see that there's M graffiti off in the distance. That's pretty good draw distance. Okay, so that guy randomly exploded, and we have some crap on our nose. Nice little touches like the graffiti fading away in water, and the reflection on the water is absolutely beautiful. Since this is pretty much semi-blind and I haven't planned a lot out, there's going to be a lot of fumbling, but we'll end on getting this Shine Sprite. Thank you very much for joining me. Till next time, this is Red 2, returning to base.